All right. We're back. It's time for our Subsunday decks. So hope you guys enjoy them. We've got three sweet decks for you guys. We've got an elf deck using Rhythm of the Wild and endraze Forerunners. If you remember the old elves deck that powered out Craterhoof Behemoth, we're along those lines. Got a lot of fun with that one. We've also got a pretty interesting Selesnya build that should be pretty fun as well. A lot of explore creatures and things of that nature. And then we've got a mono red Trinkets deck that is built to cast some Banefires. Who doesn't want to Banefire someone, right? Love Banefiring people. So that's what we've got in store for you guys tonight. Hope you enjoy. And if you do, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button. If you want to see more of this content, you want to take part in this content, hit the subscribe, the bell for notifications. Go post your decks over on the Sideboard MTG subreddit. The links are in the description box below. Let's go ahead and talk about this first deck real quick. We've got a pretty sweet deck here. We're using Rhythm of the Wild to give our elves haste or +1/1 counters, things like that. A lot of times we may actually just want the +1/1 counters to make things bigger and bigger. Getting additional +1/1 counters on Marwyn, the Nurturer, is absolutely terrific, but giving it haste so that we can keep casting more and more cards, getting that mana, off of cards like Beast Whisperer will be a lot of fun too. So we'll just have to see how the game plays out. This definitely is not a deck where you're always going to take haste or you're always going to take +1/1 counters. Situation will dictate. And the big one there in the end, endraze Forerunners. Once we get enough mana, we can slam this thing down. We get a 7/7. If we have our Rhythm of the Wilds down, we're always going to take the extra +1/1 counter on it because it has haste naturally. No point in giving it a haste. But Vigilance, Trample, and Haste for our 7/7, and it's going to give everything else on the battlefield Trample, Vigilance, and +2/+2. So let's make our elves go wide, get big, and then get even bigger, and then just kind of smash in there. So pretty sweet deck here. I mean, we do have those lines where we can turn to a Steel Leaf Champion, so maybe we can win that way. We can make all of our elves bigger with Elvish Clan Caller. We've got Incubation Druid here, which once we have that additional mana, we can start pumping into that and have even more mana that way. As far as adapt goes, we can also just get more elf crab warriors with our Growth Chamber Guardian. Just play an elf, play an elf, play an elf. And that'll be a lot of fun as well. As these elves are coming down, some of them are going to be bigger and bigger, and that's going to help us grow our Pelt Collectors. Pelt Collector, as long as it has at least 3 +1/1 counters on it, it's going to gain Trample. So we'll have a 4/4 with Trample there. And then we've got District Guide, which is an Elf Scout, which will help us find our way around the city. District Guide is going to help us look for land cards. It's going to put those into our hands so we can make our land drops. So a lot of sweet interaction here. If we have a bunch of mana and there's not a lot to do with it, we could always just Banefire someone. As far as the sideboard goes, we've got a little bit of graveyard hate here with our Scrabbling Claws, Scrambling Claws, yeah, something. Amulet of Safekeeping. This is pretty decent against tokens builds. Also, whenever you become a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 1. Now, it won't actually increase the cost, so they can go ahead and put that spell onto the cast and onto the stack, and if they don't have the mana to pay for it, it will get countered. We've got Reclamation Sages, which is, an elf. A lot of people have played with this elf over the years. This elf will enter the battlefield and destroy target artifact or enchantment. It is a May, so we don't have to destroy anything of our own. We've got Domri, Chaos Bringer. Good old Domri raid here. He's going to give us another form of Riot. This is another ramp spell as well. But it'll also help us find more cards. We have such a high creature count in the deck that even Domri's -3 should be able to find us a few cards in most situations. We also have Vivian Reed, which is another way at peeling or digging through our deck and peeling that important creature off the battlefield or out of our deck, so that we can, make sure that the right things are happening at the right times. And then, the -3 being able to destroy target artifact or enchantment or creature with flying. And there's a lot of flying creatures out there. Topping that off, we've got more Banefires, and that's the deck. I'm going to switch over to chat, see what chat's got going on, and then we'll get into some gameplay. All right. What's up? What's up, chat? How's everyone doing? Rocker's back. We got Sir Eccles, Madness, Chris Wells. How you doing, sir? SLC? What? Well, since Esper didn't make it, you've got another deck on backup to post at least. Well, these decks all had 5 and 6 votes apiece. So a lot of people really wanted to see these. These decks got a ton of votes. It wasn't even close between these decks and some of the other decks. I do recommend that if you want to post for Subscriber Sunday, you post those starting on Monday. So you're guaranteed to get them in there. Because I do pull from the last 7 days, so posting on Sunday night's not always the greatest, but yeah, post these tomorrow night if you've got decks for Subscriber Sunday, and we'll pull from there. You upvote mine, I'll upvote yours. There you go, Sir Eccles. I like it. I like it. You upvoted both. They look fun. Sweet. Boros is voting over there. If you guys don't know and you want to take part in the votes, check out the link in the description box. Go to the sideboardmtg subreddit, and even if you don't post decks or anything like that, you can vote on decks, and you can take a little part in what we play here on Sundays. So, all right, let's jump into our first gameplay. And I gotta get rid of this real quick. There we go. All right, Rhythm of the Endraze Elves. Yeah, there's an Esper Angels deck that has some control elements in it that got posted. There's a couple other new decks that got posted that all look fairly sweet. Man! Oh, jeez, this hand looks good. Except one little thing. And I don't think we can come in that late. Ah, man, I don't think we can come in that late. I think I have to mulligan this. That's brutal. That was a beautiful hand too. I'll keep this. This isn't horrible. I don't think I want another district guide. I've already got 2 in my hand. I'd rather make sure that I get another land. Oh, Warlord's Fury? What? Okay. There is that extra land that I was looking for. 2-drop would be nice. Warlord's Fury. That tells me that this is probably some type of Phoenix deck, Drake deck, something like that. I don't need this upkeep stop here. Well, we'll get in for one. It's not the greatest turn 2 there. Electrostatic field. Okay. I actually think I'm just going to win the Nurturer here. Should have chump checked him, right? Just swing anyway, right? What is Memekin? Risk factor? Alright. Have risk factor deal damage to me? Yes. Yes, that happened. Light up the stage. Aw. He still gets to look at some cards. Let's see what he's got in exile. He's got a Gutter Snipe and a Mountain. Okay. Okay. I see you. Alright, so I'm going to go with District Guide on the stack first. Pelt Collector, then Morrowind. We'd like to use the ability. Yeah. Grab that red source. And then we're going to cast another District Guide. And go get another land. Chump check. Sounds terrible. Just terrible. Spell burn combo kind of thingy. Alright. The opponent's going to be doing some major burn here. Lightning Strike on Morrowind. Can't let her grow anymore. She be nasty. Right, well, Rootbound Crag. I guess we'll just Rhythm of the Wild here. I mean, we can always give Morrowind haste if we need to. We are looking at taking some serious damage here. We take an additional lightning strike every time you cast an instant or sorcery, which is pretty bad. Yeah, Gutter Snipe's a meanie. Gutter Snipe is mean. There's a risk factor. That's a pressure risk factor too. All right, I let him do it. Now the next risk factor, he's guaranteed to draw cards. Light up the stage. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be so bad. He gets Runaway Steamkin and Electrostatic Field. Well, at least it's not a spell. Any spell. That's the game. You know what? We'll resolve the stack. Well, that was very fast from the opponent there. Yeah. Yeah, that was very, very fast. I mean, so we could use the claws to get rid of the risk factors out of hand, but I don't think that that's going to be enough. Or risk factors out of the graveyard. I really don't think that's going to be enough. I think we're going to have to just kind of play straightforward, get our creatures down, and do things. I am going to bring the Banefires in, because being able to Banefire something will be pretty good. As far as taking cards out, maybe Pelt Collector? I know he's going to grow, but it's going to take some time for him to grow. So, yeah. Yeah, we may not be fast enough for this this mono red burn deck. All right, well, that's a start. It's not a great start, but it is a start. I'll just play my Stomping Grounds. I'm not going to take any life for it. Gutter Snipe just does a ton of damage. That's a 2-drop. That's pretty sweet. I would be happy to have this turn into a 4/4. At least we would have a running clock at that point. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swing. We will use the ability, both shuffle our deck and grab a card out of it. And swinging for 4 doesn't seem horrible. There's a Gutter Snipe. Alright, so we'll burn that. So we're gonna Banefire for 2. Banefire was nice right there. That was exactly what we brought it in for, to be able to burn those gutter snipes. And just keep getting in there. Now, next turn we're going to be able to go Rhythm of the Wild and Growth Chamber Guardian. We'll only get 3 threes out of it, but that's still a thing. Ooh, another electrostatic field. At least he can't redirect this damage to creatures. Oh man, that would be a nightmare. Alright, so he's trying to race us. Okay. So if I go Rhythm of the Wild here, Growth Chamber Guardian, I take the +1/1 counter, get another Growth Chamber Guardian. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. What do we swing? Need 4/4s to beat the walls. Yeah, but I was just going to try to be mana efficient there. I mean, I could have cast the clan collar. Maybe that would have been better, because then I would have had a 5/5. But with the clan collar, this will still be a 4/4 next turn. So that's not nothing. Skewer the critics. Well, another rhythm. I'm gonna go with the 1/1 counter here. Just make sure it doesn't just die to something like really small. Growth Chamber Guardian will give a +1/1 counter to. We'll go ahead and get the other. And, I mean, we're at 11. He's at 3, but I am not going to say that he can't just burn us out. Rhythm into Clan Collar. It might have been better. I was waiting to have Clan Collar as a surprise the turn after. But he was able to kill the Growth Chamber Guardian. There's a risk factor. 1, a 2, a 3. Nope. You can have the cards. You can have the cards, opponent. What? He gave me the cards? Why did he give me the cards? Don't have a shock. Lava Coil. Oh, no. And then he swings here. Oh, he doesn't swing. He just risk factors. Nope. You get the cards again, opponent. Just all day. All day getting all the cards. He did not swing, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still a long way off of this. I'm going to pick the haste. We're going to pick the haste. Alright, so he's got to do some blocking here. Technically, you can only allow the Elvish Clan Caller to get through unblocked. And that's the hope. And that'll put him at 1. He's got 5 cards in hand, though. Good chance that he'll be able to just kill us on crackback. I mean, all he's got to do is have a single lightning strike and we're done. These are such good walls. Oh, they're such good walls. There's a light up the stage for 3 mana. Now he's got light up the stage and a mountain. Skewer the critics. GG, opponent. GG. Never got around to the endraze forerunners. This deck is very fast. We just ran into a deck that is just faster, you know. That burn deck, that was mean. That was mean. Just a bad matchup. Yeah, sad panda. I really wanted to see those elves just do some great things. Endraze forerunners would have just been broken good. Something to consider in the build would maybe be more ramp type elves. So, you know, I don't know. Meankin. Yeah, they were mean. They were definitely mean. Alright. Well, we never seen like Steel Leaf Champion. That would have been so good with haste, right? Just some Steel Leaf Champions. I'm willing to bet if we play this deck a couple more times, we'd probably get some wins out of it. I do like these different variations of elves. Madness has built quite a few, and we had a lot of fun with those. I'm a huge fan of Beast Whisperer in these cards. If you're casting creatures, you're going to love this, especially if you have 30 or more creatures. If you've got 30 or more creatures in the deck, then Beast Whisperer is such a shoe-in. You know, you kind of got to be running this. The card I've not been impressed with in the Elves decks has been Pelt Collector. I've actually just not really like... I really don't like Pelt Collector in these decks. Not that it's not a good card, and it is a really good card, and there's been times where, you know, I played a Pelt Collector on turn 1, played another one on turn 2, and then just play like a 2-drop, I mean a 3-drop that was a 2/2 or something like that on turn 3, or like a Steel Leaf Champion or something like that, and it's been really good. I do like Pelt Collector in the Gruul decks, and this is a Gruul deck, where you go, you know, Pelt Collector, and then you shoot down their Thief of Sanity or something with a Crawl Harpooner or something like that, and it grows the Pelt Collectors, and you swing for 6 on turn 3. Those type of swings are really, really good. I like Pelt Collector in those type decks, but as far as you know, these other like just elf decks, yes, Thorn Lieutenant is actually one that I do like a lot. I think that Thorn Lieutenant's really great. So, yes, Pelt Collector with a Harpooner is good times. Also, Harpooner with Rhythm of the Wild is good times. So, you know, again, that's pretty much my feedback on it. I don't know how much I would like Pelt Collector in this particular deck. Other than that, though, the deck seemed pretty good, and you know, if again, like I said, if we played it a few more times, I think we would see some wins out of the deck. I don't think that the deck's just bad. I think that we come up against a fairly bad opponent, or a bad matchup. Not bad opponent, bad matchup. I am going to go ahead and move on to the next deck that we have here. Let's get that preview panel back up. We'll swap over here. Woo, there we go. All right. So, more Line of War Elves. Look at that. Alright, so I actually want to start out with a Johnny. This is one of my favorite Planeswalkers in the format right now. I think Vivian's at the top of my list, and I got a Johnny right below that. I really, really like this card. I love the fact that you're making 2 cards on your board bigger and bigger and bigger. They have to answer this guy. He gets insane really quick. And then if you ever get to that ultimate, it's amazing how far you can get with just some 1/1 cats. It's a thing. It is a thing. All right, so this deck's kind of based on being able to explore, right? So we've got our Merfolk Branchwalkers, we've got our J-Light Rangers, and all of these enter the battlefield as 2/1s, and then they start exploring, which works really, really well with Mentor of the Meek. Not only are we going to get additional lands in a lot of cases from our explore creatures, but we're also going to be able to use all of this land that we get to help draw additional cards to kind of keep the hand flowing. We get cards like Adanto Vanguard, which is just an honorary 1/1. We all know that it's a 3/1, right? Like, he's not a 1/1. This is a 3/1, right? But he's going to enter as a 1/1. We've got Knight of Grace. Knight of Grace will enter the battlefield, and it'll be a it'll be a 2/2 in most situations, and that'll also trigger Mentor of the Meek. Most of this deck is meant to trigger Mentor of the Meek. However, we do have cards like Shalai, Voice of Plenty, that are not very meek. You know, some of these cards are very upstanding and very proud, right? And Shalai is one of those. You know, she's flying, she's got her wings spread wide, and she will protect everything under her wings, including yourself. Shalai is a pretty cool card. I like this card, and I really, really like it in green-white strategies where you get to use the second ability. But the card is good enough that we have seen it in strategies that had 0 green cards in them, or 0 green in the mana whatsoever. So even though you couldn't use the pump ability, the hexproof on her is pretty good as well. Now, there is Adventurous Impulse here, which is a card that I actually think we should play more often. I think this card should get more play. You guys see the name? Slesbren Curiosity, what? Anyway, I don't even know the joke behind it, but yeah, I was looking at it. I think that this card should get a lot more play. Adventurous Impulse, it's 1 mana. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or a land from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This is almost a green ponder, guys. I mean, you're looking at 3 cards, grabbing a creature or a land, fixing that draw. If you need, mana, you need another creature or whatever. This is a card that'll help you do it. And again, it just doesn't see a lot of play. And I've even heard a lot of pros say that maybe we should give this card more credit. It's not showing up in a lot of decks, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad card. This card is definitely a good card. Just 1 mana, look at 3 cards, grab a creature or a land, go from there. And now, as far as removal goes, there's not a lot in the main board. We've got Conclave Tribunal, and then as far as destroying, enchantments, artifacts, we do have access to Knight of Autumn, but Knight of Autumn could also just become a 4/3, and then, you could start putting additional +1/1 counters on it with a Johnny. If we come up against those red decks, we could just gain some life off of it, use it as a chump blocker to kill one of their little guys, things like that, and kind of move on. So, yeah, it reminds you of Oath of Nissa, right? Like, this is not horrible card, and again, I really don't understand why we don't see more play out of it. As far as the sideboard goes, we have Wild Growth Walker. We've got all those explore mechanics and things like that in the main board. Being able to use Wild Growth Walker, to bring those in against red decks and things like that, it's going to be really good. Unbreakable Formation, I like this card. This card could be main deckable. We do see it in the White Weenie decks and things like that. Really, really good card, and that addendum is one of the best addendum cards. This is probably getting more play than any other addendum card other than Precognitive Perception, which allows you to scry 3, draw 3 if you cast it with addendum. Addendum just meaning you cast an instant spell on your main phase, so that's not bad. As far as targeted removal decks, we come up against decks that have a lot of targeted base removal. We can play our Shaper Sanctuary, and that'll help protect our hand a little bit. And when I say protect our hand, I just mean they're destroying the cards that we play. We can continue to draw more cards, and Shaper Sanctuary is really good for that. So we've also got Pride of Conquerors. This is just one of the best combat tricks in Standard right now. Being able to just, bam, here we go, +2/+2, let's get in there. And the number of times that I've been able to just outright kill someone that thought that they were going to be able to live through an attack with Pride of Conquerors is actually pretty high. I ran this as a couple copies in an old Vampire Tokens deck that I had on Arena back before Arena went into open beta. So you know, pretty cool card. Ixalan's Binding and Settle the Wreckage as additional removal options. So we should have answers to just about anything we want to deal with, and that's the deck. So I'll jump back over to chat. We'll see what chat's saying about the deck and kind of go from there. All right. So you love the flavor. So does the lesbians. Oh, now I get it. That's messed up, Madness. I just now get it. Okay, whatever. That's mean. That's mean. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Not sure if you should be impressed that the deck fits the joke, or that the deck, or the fact that you made a joke like that from the deck. Right. Are they all female? No way. Mentor's not. It's highly possible. Is it Danto female? I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I'll hate myself for resizing this window. That's female. She looks very feminine. Very pretty. Okay. I guess maybe a Danto is. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like what you've done here, Madness. How much trouble have you gotten me into? All right. Let's jump into the gameplay. A Danto is female unless proven otherwise. Yeah, she's very pretty. She's a very little curl of hair. Yeah, whatever. Llanowar elf is female. So Llanowar is elves, so it could be both male or female, right? It's just any of the elves from Llanowar, I guess. We'll go with it. Just roll with it. All right, I'm gonna keep this hand. This hand looks pretty good. I get to dig on turn 1, and then I doubt this one's female, right? This one looks more vampiric. But we get to Adventurous Impulse on turn 1, which says, "Give me that Jade Light." We'll go any order with those. Right, but you're talking about a Llanowar elf. These are Llanowar elves, and you know it's different. This is killing me, guys. I gotta fix this. Oh, I'll never get it back to the proper size. What have I done? What have I done? Now I'm going to have that white border up there. Oh, no. Should have never resized it. I spent a good minute and a half fixing that. Whew, whatever. Land? Oh. Alright. You graceful knight, you. Also, the breastplate looks feminine. A lot of powerful women in Magic right now. A lot of very powerful women in Magic. Well, I'm not going to block that. I'll take the 4. I don't need land right now. Oh, my goodness. I'm just gonna take my 4/3s. You're so immature, but you're entirely too proud of this to care. Well, alright. Which one do we kill? Kill this one. You know what? I think I can take it. I think I can take it. We can take it. We need a Johnny. Well, Temple Garden can come in tap this turn. We'll play a J-Light. Land. Come on, deck. That's not what we wanted to see. I'm not going to swing. I need to block here. I don't want to double block. I guess I could just Knight of Autumn again. But we'll see. Yes, the deck does look very solid. I mean, we're being able to fight off like Still Eve Champions, and we're not completely just dead to the Gruul Spellbreaker yet. I didn't block before. Maybe I won't block this time. Wrong. I'm going to trade him. We still take one because of trample being a thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Yay, the flood again. Yeah. Great. Alright. What can we do? Alright, so let's see if we can fix our draw a little bit. That ain't gonna do it. That ain't really gonna do it either. So I take the 7 from the Carnage Tyrant. And then I play Knight of Autumn so that I can block the Carnage Tyrant. I'll be at 4. One more comes through. We'll be at 3. Oh, why do all the decks end up with Carnage Tyrant? Yeah, well. Thrash. I'm going to scoop to this. I should scoop to this. I'll allow it to happen. But, yeah, we're getting thrashed. It's a good old thrashing, right? Yeah. So now we're going to be... Yeah, we're just beat. You got a sweeper in the deck? I don't remember one. Yeah. I'll play it out. What? What? Now he's going to cast Colossus? I'm sorry, Madness. I'm sorry, man. Alright, we'll go into the sideboard. We just got grueled out, man. We just got grueled out. Okay, so Unbreakable Formation is going to be pretty good. Wild Growth Walker is probably going to be pretty good. Settle and Ixalan's Binding is probably going to be good. Conclave Tribunal I'm actually going to take out and trade for Ixalan's Binding. As far as other cards to take out, Knight of Autumn might have to come out. Mentor of the Meek's actually a little weak in this matchup, considering I'm expecting to trade 1 for 1 against most cards. Adanto Vanguard, I have got to be the blocker here. I'm not going to be able to be the aggressor, so Adanto Vanguard's probably going to come out. It really looks like Mentor out on this one. And then... Man, that cuts down our creature count a bit. We're down to 26 creatures, but that might still be okay. I'm not going to take a Johnny out because he's going to be our chance of outgrowing a lot of these things. I really want to keep in Knight of Grace because the first strike could get out of hand with the growth. Knight of Autumn's probably going to be important. So I think I roll with it like this. Shapers. I don't actually think they're going to have a ton that's going to target us. So yeah, it hurts, but like I didn't really want to take some of these things out, but I think that I'm just kind of bound to it. So I can turn one of the Llanowar Elves and turn to a Temple Garden and still Merfolk Branchwalker. So that's going to be my play. This way I can still get my lands down, but don't have to take the damage from them. So. Yeah, I pissed Rush off by not liking his Nikia deck. He didn't like it. He didn't like that I didn't like the deck. So, yeah, I'm going to do the Branchwalker thing. Yeah. And then we'll just not take damage here. We'll have our White Force down. The next turn we can like Ixalan's Binding a Llanowar Elf if we wanted to. Or something stronger. Don't be scaring away Rush. Well, because I said that I didn't like the deck, he didn't like that. This is a card I'm going to grab. I'm just going to get rid of this Gruul Spellbreaker here and just be done with that. I have a Settle the Wreckage in hand, so getting rid of Gruul Spellbreaker and making sure that he can't cast more Gruul Spellbreakers seems like a thing. And that's like Settle the Wreckage will never be good with Gruul Spellbreaker on the battlefield, so it's just something I had to do. What? Sunder Shaman? I'm going to Adventurous Impulse and grab a Plains. So I kind of have to do this because Sunder Shaman can destroy target enchantment or artifact when it hits me. And it can't be blocked by more than one creature, so I can't like double block it and like get in there. So I basically am forced to run my Settle out against the Sunder Shaman. And then he gets to go get a land, which will then allow him to Carnage Tyrant even sooner. Yeah. He thinks he's going to hit us. Alright, well, he thought he was going to hit us and get his Gruul Spellbreaker back, but we can't have that. We can't be having that. Yeah. Right. Sunder Shaman's not a bad card. Like it's the Gruul double, and even though we don't see a lot of play out of the Gruul decks, that doesn't mean they're not like interesting decks. It doesn't mean they're not good. So yeah, we really need to hit that second Settle. Yeah. But as far as Carnage Tyrant goes, I can technically put enough bodies in front of Carnage Tyrant to be effective. So let's Jade Light and see what's going on from there. I'll leave that on top. We'll play Sun Petal Grove. I'll take my +1/1 counters. Swing. I'm probably going to addendum the Unbreakable Formation. Maybe not. Growth Chamber Guardian. He'll be able to immediately pump that. That's going to help him break these stalls. And he'll be able to play the next one. So you can just instantly go ahead and tap Llanowar Elf and play it. No swings by the opponent. Oh, the flood. He still doesn't get to swing at us. Not all art is for every audience. That is a good way to put it. That is a good way to put it. It's kind of how I felt about the Grixis Dominance deck that I played a couple nights ago. It was a piece of art. Oh my goodness, my sound was gone. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Ixalan's binding on the Grove Chamber Guardian seems pretty good. Yeah, I was muted. My bad. We're back. Yeah. This'll help. This'll help a lot. And we're back. This will help us grow to the point where we don't have to work. Like, this makes the flood so much better. He got it. Thank goodness this thing doesn't have trample. This isn't sorcery only, is it? No, no, I didn't think so. I'll trade these for a Carnage Torrent. And take 4. Our opponent laughs. Ooh, alternate art. You know, I haven't even been doing that Val has. My wife has. She's done a couple of those. I think she's got alternate art Galta. Um, but no, I haven't even been doing the alternate art thing. Well, last season was Land of War Elves. I do like the fact that you're Danny Trejo, right? So. The opponent said, I told him, I said, your deck is good, man. He said, thank you, but my situation is not so good. Yeah, we might have turned him around over here, and he might actually have some bad cards in hand now. Like, if he has multiple... Well, we know he's got a Growth Chamber Guardian in hand. And now we've got his Gruul Spellbreaker, and we've got the Shaman. So he's not in the best of situations. If I wait, I can just swing next turn, and I don't have to worry about anything. Like, I could swing this turn. You know what? I can. I can swing with Shalai here and get in the air. And pump up my boys. I can take 4. There's a Still Leaf champion. We'll get some extra +1/+1 counters out here. And he's going to go ahead and scoop. Yeah. We'll get into the sideboard. Whew. Have we seen Rhythm in this deck? No, and you probably will not. The Gruul decks that have been doing really good have actually not been running Rhythm of the Wild. And it goes back to the playing an enchantment that does absolutely nothing the turn that it comes down if it comes down on curve. Magic's at a point right now where you really need to be playing your cards on curve, and if you're not playing cards on curve, then you're falling behind because the other decks are playing good on playing their cards on curve, and they're playing very powerful cards on curve. So that being said, I don't know if Rhythm of the Wild's actually going to be playable this season. I originally looked at the card and I was like, man, that's busted. That is so good. Turns out there's actually just a couple decent cards that already have Riot on them that, you know, is the thing. Okay, so when you get into talking about a hasty Galta, you're kind of in a whole nother world there. You're doing the risk versus reward thing. Yes, you're running a risk, you know, with playing you know, Rhythm of the Wild, but when you got Galta in the deck, you know, there's a huge reward for it. But then again, you're running a risk just running Galta. But that being said, you know, a 12-12, even if it's not hasty, 12-12 with Trample's still a pretty mean thing. So take it for what it is. You know, you're still playing an enchantment that if you play on curve or even play on turn 2, that you're not going to get a lot out of it that particular turn. And there's a lot of mono white decks. There's a lot of mono red decks out there, and the card's not as good as we had all hoped it to be. And I really hoped that it would be a great card. And that's just where we're at, though. I am going to keep this hand. We do get to Temple Garden into Forest and start to Merfolk Branchwalker. And if we do get a land in the next 3 cards, we should be in a decent spot. And there's a land. Wow. Just made that. Yeah, Rhythm's not like a horrible card, but it is still a card that you really need to do certain things with, and our opponent might be stuck on no red mana here. I need that 4th land. Need to start Ixalan's binding things. You're totally fine if he's color screwed. You are so okay with that. I'm also fairly okay with him just spending his mana to pump this. Doesn't look like... Yep, that is going to be the case. He's just going to pump it. If we can get an Ixalan's binding on that, then we'll be in a fairly decent spot. This is worthy of an Ixalan's binding. There it is. Alright, so we'll get this Jade Light down. Hopefully it'll grow. Grow Jade Light. Top. Top. It equals a 4-power body, so I'll hang on to it. And I'll trade the Jade Light for the Growth Chamber Guardian. If we can remove 1 for 1 in combat, then we'll take that. It's a bold move, Cotton. That's a Shroud joke. Yes, yeah, Hasty Galta seems good. He's pumping it now, which means he doesn't get to cast it. Zul'Ta Goblin. You know, I've seen a lot of people play Zul'Ta Goblin in their Gruul decks. I don't know if it's necessary or not. The card's not horrible, but Zul'Ta's not, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Ooh, there goes our Ixalan's binding. So does he just pop it now? He does. Don't even wait around for it. Just pop it. Brought in his Cinder Vines against us. Ooh, getting in with a Llanowar. Lano, go. There's another Growth Chamber Guardian. This song is so dark. Oh, the bindings. Is this the Carnage Tyrant? Is it time for the Tyrant? Cinder Vine's gonna pop another one. Well, we're getting all of his Cinder Vines. Playing out those Grove Chamber Guardians. So we've just been in a Grove Chamber Guardian fight here. I'm going to Jade Light. We'll see what's on top. Land of War Elves. I don't want that card. We will leave a Johnny right where he's at. We'll take our +1/1 counters. It was a bit of a risk to get rid of that Land of War Elf. A smarter play would have probably been to leave the Land of War Elf, then dump the Land of War Elf, and then just not know what the next card was. So, I don't know. We'll see. I will trade either of these. He's not going to swing. Of course, he's going to pump. I assume he pumps the other one too, just to get in for the damage. Combat tricks? You think he's got combat tricks? It's possible. He's got to get out of combat. There we go. We'll see what else he's got to play. Still Leaf Champion. Oh man, I was really wanting a dude. Well, Johnny's gonna buy us a little bit of time. Technically, I didn't have to play the Johnny to buy that time. I could have just spent 6 mana and put a +1/1 counter on her. I didn't feel like going to 1. And if he'll put some damage towards a Johnny, that'll be okay. We got to get her to 7 power ASAP, because he does have cards that deal 6 damage to. Oh man. At me. Alright, let's see if he's got a combat trick. I'll go to 1. There's a Land of War Elf. Ooh, land. Not cool. Take a Merfolk Branchwalker. Another land. And we're dead! No! No! dead to a Llanowar elf. Yeah, any other creature would have helped. Any other creature. So was I supposed to down tick a Johnny and just get a creature last turn? Dead. All dead. Good work. Ah, see? I didn't... Oh, man. What do you do? What do you do? What? What just happened? I'll leave that on top. I don't think we're in a safe enough position to swing yet. Oh yeah, I'm talking to the opponent. I said, we had already done good games. I was good game, sir, good game. And I was gonna let him have his swing, right? And he was like, no creature. I said, nah, just a land. And he ended up saying, oops. And I was like, what happened? He's like, I don't know, I'm bad. And I said, my stream is going nuts. And he's like, for a reason. Wow. What a fail. What a fail indeed, sir. What a fail indeed. I mean, does he have some other trick up his... Oh, if we have an enchantment, he can just pop it? But we have to have an enchantment, so we just cannot play an enchantment? Oh, and look at that. Then I punt. I made a punt too. Yeah, I accidentally passed through. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I cannot play an enchantment. If I play an enchantment, Cinderbine gets me. So even if we hit our last 6 lines binding, we can't play it. I should have given him that game. But the number of games I've lost to a punt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Madness. We got there. Congratulations. Your deck got there. The deck does look pretty solid. Not necessarily favorable of your name title. I didn't realize, like, it just didn't dawn on me what you had done there. Yeah. So, no, you could not binding the Cindervines because binding will enter the battlefield, right? And then with binding on the stack, you would be able to pay 1 mana, pop pop the, or with the binding trigger on the stack, you pay 1 mana, pop the binding, and do 2 damage to us before the Cindervines ever got taken away. So no, we wouldn't be able to binding the Cindervines. Oh my goodness! Punts are part of magic. Punts are part of magic, ladies and gentlemen. People punt. People punt. Oh my goodness! My mind is blown. Boom. The new Godzilla looks sweet. There's supposed to be a video that I've got to react to at the end of the stream. So, some other game that's coming out or something like that, or movie or something like that. So we're gonna be watching more YouTube with Sideboard MTG at the end of the stream. So if you guys want to stick around, we're gonna watch some video and react to it and see if it's good, bad, indifferent, whatever. Give my personal opinion on it. Yeah. All right. So this is one of those decks that has a little bit of a infinite combo type thing in it. Yeah, one of those things. Power Stone Shards. We've got Fountain of Renewal. So if we make Power Stone Shards, we can use Mishra's Self-Replicator to start making more copies of Mishra's Self-Replicator. We can, Helm of the Host to make more copies of Mishra's Self-Replicator, or Thraxos, things like that. Be able to turn Thraxos sideways. It seems pretty good. All right, Starfax. Right, we've also got a Star of Extinction here, which will help us sweep the board and things like that. So the whole plan of this deck is to create a ton of mana and Banefire someone, right? Banefire. It's for the next Magic set. Do myself a favor and play close attention to detail. All right, so Madness, what is the name of the video? Or matter of fact, if you don't mind, since this one was your idea, and I'm gonna give you this one. Will you find the video and get me a link to the video and have that available towards the end of this game, if you don't mind? So the idea here is, historic spells are going to cost less. We're going to be able to cast these historic spells. You're going to be able to, make copies of our Thraxos, the Scourge of Krog. Sky Scanner, drawing some cards, things like that. An honest goodness Thopter. It's an actual Thopter, ladies and gentlemen. An actual Thopter. So it's an interesting little card, or an interesting little deck. I'm curious to see if it works. So the idea is just make a bunch of mana and Banefire, right? Now in the sideboard, we've got some some options to be able to sweep the earlier decks. Meteor Golem, come on! There was like one of these in every single one of the new, like the welcome decks that you got. The problem is once you got the first welcome deck, they didn't give you another copy of Meteor Golem. Even though you got the new welcome decks, you didn't get an additional copy. So like, why didn't we end up with 4 Meteor Golems? But there's Meteor Golems in all the welcome decks on Arena. Meteor Golem, it's pretty cool. It's definitely one of those. It reminds me of Spine of Ishna, right? But you don't have any way to like just get this right back to your hand or something like that. So I mean, it's a card. More Banefire in the sideboard. Immortal Sun, it's pretty good against Planeswalkers, right? I mean, this is Azur's Spark right here. We got some Chaos Wand action going on in here. I know Rush would like that. Rush is a big fan of Chaos Wand. I think it's too chaotic, personally, but I have pulled some really good cards off people with it, so there's some stuff there. So that's the deck. Even got a Gilded Lotus in here. Gilded Lotus has been in standard for quite some time now, and I have yet to play Gilded Lotus, so it's gonna be one of the first decks I played that has a Gilded Lotus in it, so I'm excited for that. So 7 mana for a 3/3 Ravenous Chupacabra is not something you're entirely thrilled about. Fair enough. Fair enough. But it hits anything. That's right. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Sir, that is not spine. No, it is not. No, it is not. You're right. You're right. You got me. It is not a spine. Spine's so good. There's a wand in Magic that I actually really like. I'm not a huge fan of Chaos Wand, but there's a wand that I'm a big fan of. It's Spine Bone Wand, Sphinx Bone Wand, Sphinx Bone Wand. That is a cool card. I run it in my commander deck. I run a Malik deck for commander. Don't play a lot of commander, but when I do, it's nice. It's nice. Anyway, yeah, it's a cool little Malik deck. Well, we get to turn 3 a Power Stone Shard and turn 4 Karn. Sure. Seems like a thing. Maybe we turn 4 Thraxos and then... Yeah, I like that. Not a lot going on in the early turns here, right? Bone Wand is good. Yeah. Is there just a Bone Wand? Or Sphinx Bone Wand? Oh, Proteus Staff is great too. Yeah. We could scry here. I'll take a scry. Ooh, Karn. If anybody's going to be able to destroy Karn, it's going to be this dude. I've got land for now. I'll put that on top. I'll take another Karn. We'll Power Shard. We'll make him have to kill Thraxos. So we'll turn 4 Thraxos and then just force him to kill it. And if he's forced to kill it, then he might not be able to kill Karn. It could happen. It could happen. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get our bet down. That's Thraxos. Direfleet Poisoner. He's got Trample. He's got Death Touch. Do we just swing with Thraxos anyway? Alright, so what can we do on the mana situation next turn? If we go Jorah's Familiar, right, then things are going to cost 1 less. There's a Captain Lannery Storm. No way he swings with that Direfleet Poisoner. Oh my goodness. Does he have another Poisoner in hand? I'll risk it. For the biscuit, I will risk it. Alright, I'm going to go with a Familiar. See if he's got the Poisoner. Power Stone Shard. Nope, not that card. Undo. For another Power Stone Shard. This way we get to swing with Thraxos and we get to block Captain Lannery Storm with it. Next turn we play Karn and just start down ticking. Trying to SOS chain a Gloomy while you watch. What? I have no clue what you're talking about, Mr. Drew. Do I raise the point and count? Yeah, you basically raise the poison count to 20. There you go. For the biscuit, I shall risk it. Yeah. That's it. Woo! Lantern Storm gonna get big. Carnage. He got my Karn. That hurt. I didn't like that. Now what? Did it gain trample? Did it gain trample? No trample? I'm out with my 2/2. Say hello to my little friend. Oh! He scooped! He scooped when I blocked with a 2/2! Oh, yeah! I didn't even get to Banefire nobody. I'm going again. I'm going again. This deck makes you miss mechanized production. Yeah, that was a cool card. Like I don't think that was like a tier 1 card or anything like that. But there's so many good meme cards out there that you can just have some fun. Yeah. 2/2 dropped him like Tyson. Yeah. With or without the ear. That's how you get a W, Madness, right? You just make them scoop. The Banefire that kills you before you cast it is the best one, right? Yeah, well. Oh, man, Metalwork Colossus. So, there was this Metalwork Colossus infinite combo deck that I'd created that was just impossible to make happen, right? But I tried to make that thing work, and Barry Drake even asked me to, to play it. I played it, and I kept trying to get it to work. I kept trying to get it to work, and I just couldn't make it work. And it looked to be a lot of fun, but I just couldn't make the daggum thing work. So, anyway, it was I really liked Metalwork Colossus. I thought there was a lot of interaction there with Metalwork Colossus. But my favorite card out of the past couple sets was Walking Ballista. I have had more fun building and brewing around Walking Ballista than anything else. Like right now, I'm playing with the Infinite Combo deck from Judith. It's the Judith Infinite Combo deck. So it's a pretty cool card. It uses the Chamber Sentry, where you gotta have a bunch of things going on, but it's still a pretty cool card. So the reason I didn't do that in my upkeep is because I wanted to play the Power Stone Shard, and then I can use the Power Stone Shard like so to activate after the fact. Reliquary Tower. Do we really plan on drawing this many cards? How many cards do you gotta draw before Reliquary Tower becomes a thing? I mean, I need the extra land. But really? I'll leave it. This also means I don't have to stop my upkeep to do it again next turn. Wrench battle. Are they getting into it over there? Are they getting into it? Alright, so we'll play the Reliquary Tower. Power Stone Shot. I guess you can just get away with Reliquary Tower because you're mono red, but not really mono red. So, I'll keep that too. I mean, it only costs 1 mana now. The fact that Power Stone Shard, for each Power Stone Shard you get down, makes it make more. Power Stone Shard, for those of you that are not really familiar with this card, and I'm sure there's some of you that aren't, add 1 mana for each artifact you control named Power Stone Shard. So the more Power Stone Shards you get, the more powerful Power Stone Shard gets. I think we can win this race. So, Plague Crafter. Well, I didn't have to discard a card. I didn't want to discard a card. Fine, opponent. Fine. Nope, nope, cancel. Forgot. That could be a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Dump your hand, opponent. Dump it. I need to find a Karn. Start making some giant Karn structs. Banefire for 20 would be good, wouldn't it? Can you copy shard with... No, Quanzai duplicate only copies... It only copies creatures. That would be so broken. There was a combo out there where you could actually... There was a card that would allow you to copy them, so... I'll take this 4. Oh yeah, we'll put that on top. And I'm going to do this just to do it. Still going to leave that on top. Lava coil that thing. Found him. Look at them 7/7s, y'all. Look at that. Sorry. Got a little excited. Man, I like this deck. I didn't even look at the construction. Whatever. We'll just play it. Whatever. But the deck seems fun. This deck was actually built for me. I forget the name of the guy who built it. You guys can check in the description box below. But it was because the streamer wanted to Banefire people. You got another Plague Crafter? Mortify. Now he's going to put all this work into killing Karn. And I'm going to starve extinction him. That's fine. I mean, we could draw a card off of it. I mean, we're just, what, casting Star this turn? I'll put it on the bottom. I'll draw something different. Detection Tower? Whatever. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, 16. I could be upticking Karn. But if I can swing next turn. Ooh, what is all this white mana? What is he doing with all that white mana? That's 6 white mana. What are you doing? Don't you do it. I don't know what you're doing. Don't you do it. Come on, give me my win. Finally! It's currently... Banefire for 12! Yeah! Give me some. Love it! Banefire for 12. That's great. That is great. Did you time somebody out, Jareth? As mods, probably not. They probably couldn't find any better place. What's Helm doing in here? Well, you use Helm to copy Thraxos, and he's not legendary. You copy Mishra's Self-Replicator. There's a bunch of one-ups that you can start copying them. You can do some crazy stuff. It still felt so good. Banefire for 12 seems great. I'll get rid of Fountain. Oh, wait, this is a 61 card deck. Isn't it? 61 cards? Sure. Them two battling it out. It's a very late night show. Let them have their fun as long as they're only hurting each other, not other people. All right. If they turn in on the audience, then then maybe we start to say something. But yeah. Ah, well. What are you gonna take, opponent? Take my fountain? Don't you take my fountain? You took my fountain! Arch? Do we need the additional land? We can wait. We can wait on some land. Can't believe he took my fountain. You're just an innocent bystander. I'm gonna have to go back and read all this. I got it. I got the link, Madness. Appreciate it, man. We're gonna be checking out that video. I think that's the next set. The video for the next set or something like that. That I was told to react to live. Right? Don't make me turn this car around. I just put that on the bottom. How many? We have to have more than one in the deck, right? There's no way. There's no way. We have to have more than one in the deck. Where are my Power Stone shards? Power Stone shard was so good. Alright, don't make me turn this car around. Does this mean we get 2 Christmases now? No way. No way. Haunted Witness. The Death Touch Afterlife creature. Yep. Ooh, treasure map. That's a thing. And we get to activate it this turn? Sure. I've got land for now. At least Reliquary Tower doesn't come in tapped. I don't think we're ever going to have enough cards to warrant using Reliquary Tower. There's very few decks I've ever seen that need to pass turn after they've drawn 15 cards. Right? And very few decks I've ever seen that can draw 15 cards and then... Ooh, there's my personal shard. They can draw 15 cards and can't pick the best 7 and still win. So, you know, it's a thing. Get our Gilded Lotus down. Get our Rekindling Phoenix on. I like this card. I don't think it has a place in a lot of decks, but I really like the card. Ooh. So did he make an angel right now? 2 angels? Makes 2 angels. Yeah, he makes 2 angels. We're forced to take 8 points of damage, plus the extra 2 points of damage. Man, we need Star of Extinction off the top. Maybe I should have burned all this to play Rekindling Phoenix. Probably. Alright, we're at 5. It's not over yet. It's probably going to be over once he mortifies us. It's not over yet. No mortify? You're not going to mortify me? You're going to mortify the token afterwards, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. What if I don't block? I'm going to block. And then he mortifies the token. He made the better play by mortifying the token. Oh, Plague Crafter. Alright, that was the play. Okay. So it wasn't mortify, it was Plague Crafter. There's a Thraxos. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7 technically. So, I mean, this feels bad. Thraxos for 3. We get a blocker. We need the blocker because we need to live an additional turn. Ouch. Oh, he's just gonna Binding Thraxos? Okay, that's okay. It's not gonna do it. Now I feel bad for playing my mana like that. More familiarity with the deck would allow you to play into your outs better than what I just did. So now we have to block with Replicator. And he makes token. Oh, man. No. Star. Try again. Star. GG. GG. Do we have a game 3? We do have a game 3. Is there anything we want to bring in? Fiery Cannonade, sweep the board of all the little tokens, bring in some more Banefire maybe. Like Fiery Cannonade's probably really good. I'll get rid of Arcane Encyclopedia. The Self-Replicator would be pretty cool. And I'll just take the Fountain of Renewals out altogether. All right. Strange, because you've been subbed for almost a year and you think you already subbed on the gaming app too. What are you talking about? Okay, so it's not a sub over on the gaming app. It's you have when you join on YouTube Gaming, you end up paying a $4.99 a month subscription. And ooh, so can we just get away with not playing red spells for a minute? Maybe I'm mulliganing this. It's about the same thing. Yeah, I'll put that on top. But it's the same thing as the green name thing and getting the icons and the emoji or the emojis and things like that. That's from going to YouTube Gaming and joining with a subscription. The subscription's like a Twitch subscription where you pay $4.99 a month, and then for that $4.99 a month, you get access, like you get the cool name and everything like that. But yeah, that's a YouTube Gaming thing, where YouTube's trying to be a lot more like Twitch and give us streamers the ability to actually get some true subscribers so that we can make an income. The idea is if you could ever get to 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 joined members, that you would have a decent income, around $3,000 or $4,000 a month. So I mean, YouTube's definitely going to take their cut off of it. But out of that $4.99, I think we get like they take 35%, 35%, but it also counts towards your taxes. So yeah. Really? Well, thank you, Chris. I do appreciate that. Those also hit the stream boss for a bit. So like that'd be wonderful. I would, again, I am trying to turn this into an income where I can support my family with it, and that'd be wonderful. So I'm just going to trade all these sky scanners for everything I can and then try to fiery cannonade everything away. Yeah, I'll make this trade. Let's just keep scrying. I mean, yeah, I've got my red source and I can use that, but you know, I don't think we need that. There's multiple reliquary towers in this deck. All right, I would probably get rid of the reliquary towers. I don't think the deck needs reliquary towers. You're that Gear Hulk guy from the earlier stream, man. I loved Gear Hulks. Okay, like I played Mardu Gear Hulks and loved it. All right, I was all about some Mardu Gear Hulks. He's about to be a little bit heartbroken. I mean, he's gonna have some dudes left. I'm going to do this on my turn, but not until after I've played my Gilded Lotus. I love this card. This card's so good. But I'm basically just doing this before the priest can gain its or shed its summoning sickness. Now, we got rid of a whole board there. That was pretty sweet. Buys us a lot of time. We can start getting into Karn and things like that. Yeah, this deck doesn't need Reliquary Tower at all. Like, honestly, this deck could probably play around with the idea of... I'll play that. I'll play that out. Why not? Like, this deck could play around with, like, more Field of Ruin over Reliquary Tower. I mean, yeah, it's red at the base, but your other color being colorless seems fine. Got him! Got him with the duress! Didn't have nothing but a land. Yeah, that happens to us too, though, dude. That happens to us too. Man, this hurts, though. This is going to hurt a lot. Give me a Thraxos. But then I would have to top deck even more. Come on! Come on! Yeah, Reliquary Tower is not necessary. Oh, duress. Yeah. You like Void? Yeah, Zephyrian Void's great in these monocolored decks that are actually backbone colorless. So, yeah, I agree. I like Zephyrian Void here. The card's really shining, giving us that extra scry and stuff. That seems fine. Even having the tool lands of Detection Tower and Field of Ruin seem okay. It's just not enough. Flood! The flood got me. It was real. The flood killed me. Yeah, Antiquities War would be good good inclusion. There, like, you could have some fun times with Antiquities War. Unfortunately, we just didn't hit the cards we needed here. So, GG's opponents. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have taken out the the Fountain of Renewal. I mean, that 1 point of health, 1 life gain would have given us another turn, and who knows what would have happened. But all right, let's close this out. Now we're gonna do. Let me really quickly say, for the builder of this deck, thank you. Like, nothing on the other decks that we've been playing or whatever. I am a huge fan of artifact decks. Artifact tribal, like, artifacts are by far my favorite way to play Magic. I love playing artifact decks. I love playing, Pia's Revolution was the very first deck that really, like, I'd been watching Dev for a long time, but Pia's Revolution was the deck that I built myself, and then from Dev's decks, and then started tweaking with it and stuff. So that was only like a year and a half ago, back when that deck first come out. And then I started building and brewing with my own versions of Dev's decks and stuff, and like it just really calls out to me. So I really enjoyed playing this Power Stone Shard Thraxos artifact deck. It was a lot of fun for me. Really hit home. It was right there, right up my alley, and I really did enjoy it. I also I do like I like combo decks and things like that, and artifact decks always feel like that, and I love just playing powerful artifacts and stuff. This was a lot of fun. So thank you for the deck builder who built this for the streamer. You definitely got my upvote, and I had a lot of fun playing the deck. I really did. So yeah. All right. Walking Ballista. It doesn't go in every deck, y'all. It only goes in the decks with mana. Come on. I think I captured what you were trying to say there, Cushy. Yeah, Walking Ballista only goes in decks with mana, guys. You don't put it in every deck, just the ones with mana. For real. So don't put it in your manaless dredge. It's no good there. Anyway, this deck was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Thank you. Thank you for building this. Thank you for allowing me to Banefire someone for 12 points of damage. I don't care if we won the entire thing or not. This is the kind of deck that I would show up to an F&M with and be like, I don't care if I win or lose. We're going to have some fun tonight. And that does happen. Sometimes you just get tired of playing Tier 1 stuff all the time. And you know that when you show up, everyone's going to look at you and go, oh, he's got his Tier 1 deck with him. And then all of a sudden, like, you flop down some Power Stone Shard Pia's Revolution things and go from there. So yeah, that was it was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pull up this video. Here, let me close this out. We don't need Magic Online anymore, and we're going to pull up this video here. I will mute the music. Mute the music. Not the mama. Anybody remember that? Not the mama. Okay. So, Magic the Gathering, War of the Spark official teaser. Alright, War of the Spark official teaser. Wow. The stained glass art looks pretty cool. They definitely made Lily mad. She's mad. Gideon's as proud as he always has been, and Chase looks confident. Sleek, but confident. Right? See, he's got his cloak back. Right? Yeah. Alright. So before I get into this, I want to say that my reaction has absolutely nothing to do whatsoever with Wizards of the Coast. I have no clue. I have yet to watch this video. I have no clue what is about to happen here. So, bear with me on that one. And is there a better way we could do this? Right? Maybe I should... Yeah, there we go. All right, so... Here we go. War of the Spark official teaser. This is for our next set of Magic the Gathering. Here we go. Stained glass looks cool. I ain't gonna lie, that looks super cool. Oh, through the breastplate. Down to the last candle. Is this our last hope? Ooh. Bolus's horns. Pre-release. Okay. That's it. That's the teaser. Are we... What have I done? What have I done? So are we like, is that it? That was the whole thing? That was it.
Zaxby's boneless wings meal with Caribbean jerk sauce for just $5.99. Try it.
Nobody cares, Zaxby's. I like Zaxby's. Zaxby's is pretty good. We got Zaxby's here. All right, let me. Is there some detail that I missed or something? I mean, all right. So what? All of the. I guess there's planeswalkers in everywhere, though, right? There's a Johnny. Okay, so these are all planeswalkers. There's Kaya. That break the breastplate? Now the top one burned out. Why are we on this little one over here? Like, what's the significance? Why weren't we on the top one? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about like what the significance is. So I don't know. All right, that was my reaction. It was beautiful. That's it. That's it. That's my reaction. And you didn't give me more than that? Okay. We're down to our last hope. Is that the failsafe? Is the last hope the failsafe? All right. It's kind of incredible. What? Jareth, you don't have to. What's up, Zax? How you doing, man? No. Bolus beats them all but one. Right? So if this was some house of the Planeswalkers, right? Some house that contained all the Planeswalkers and maybe every candle represented a different Planeswalker and their spark. And Bolus had put them all out. But one. But one. And I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to say that Jace is the failsafe. He better be the damn failsafe that we all knew that he could be. If Jace has been as powerful as he has been, his mind was locked away when he was 13 years old by Alhammerit, right? The Sphinx locked his mind away. And then Bolus wiped his memory, and he had to go deep inside himself, down into a well of his own mind to unlock himself. And when he did, he unlocked everything that Alhammerit had locked away years ago, back when we knew Jace the Mind Sculptor, when he was just Jace Beleren and became all-powerful Jace. And he could walk down the streets and just see people's minds in an entire, just like crystals that he could reach out and pluck and shatter. And now he's back with all the power that had been locked away from him, plus everything that he had learned here in the future in Ixalan. Ugin and Azor had said that he was the failsafe, right? Like, Ugin and Azor is the one who created the immortal sun, and Ugin's gone as far as we know, and Azor is now gone or messed up, whatever. He lost his spark due to making of the immortal sun in order to defeat Bolus that was coming. And I don't know, will the unlocking of Jace allow him to combat against Bolus? Could he possibly be powerful enough to have a mental battle with the one that was able to just shatter Alar and draw on its energy? Man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to hear the storyline. I can't wait to see what the Aether Hub says on the storyline. I can't wait to hear what the voice of all. I know some of you guys don't like Voice of All, and some of you guys don't like Aether Hub's, breakdowns on, lore and things like that. But I listen to all of them and then kind of do my own thing. But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Chad is a nickname for Gideon. All right, so Gideon is Chad. All right, for those of you that don't know, yeah, Chad. That's Zaxadillo's Planeswalker right there. I'm still a Jace fan. I was always a Chandra fan as well, but I'm still a Jace fan. I really like the storyline. I love the fact that him and Vraska had this kind of like spark going. Pun intended. But anyway, yeah, I think I think we got some good times. A Johnny for life. Chad dies. Aww. You prefer Liliana's nickname of Beef Slab for Gideon. Beef Slab. Go get him, Beef Slab. Soren all day. I think Soren's my wife's favorite. Soren Markov. Soren is pretty cool. So, yeah. No, you take it back. Chad doesn't die. No. He ain't got no chest, homie. Look at it. His chest got just blown out. Right? That's gonna wrap up tonight's show. Thank everyone for coming out. I appreciate it. All of you, you guys who have liked, subscribed, commented, everyone that has posted your decks over on the Reddit, given us votes, upvotes, downvotes, whatever it is. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll try to keep doing what I'm doing here. It is always a blast to hang out with y'all, and yeah, good stream. I had a lot of fun with the night. We played a lot, and I hope this is a precursor to when I'm able to go full-time streaming, that we can put out multiple streams per day. We can play multiple decks. I hope at that point I can actually start playing more of my decks. Right now I'm just kind of like busy with playing Deb's decks and your guys' decks. But as I get to put in more stream time, we'll be able to play more and more of my decks and things like that. And hopefully you guys will like them, and maybe I'll even get into some deck techs, and we'll start branching over into more Magic content. But for right now, we're going to keep doing what we're doing and having a lot of fun. So, he just lied to you, Zax. He just lied to you. Yep. He doesn't live. It doesn't happen. Chad lives. Anyway, was it the Chad? Was it the Chad? You have to tell me, was it the Chad? He'll always live in your heart, Zaxadillo. He'll always live in your heart. Anyway, if anyone gets that Charlie's Angels reference. Alright, anyway, that's it. That's all I've got, guys. Thank you all. I had a lot of fun. Man, I did. I had a lot of fun today hanging out with everyone. I hope you had fun. We'll see you back here tomorrow, where we're going to be playing the Cavalcade of Calamity deck. And if Dev comes out with another deck tomorrow, we'll be playing that one as well. I'll see if I can get off both of those streams, and we'll see if we can have some fun with that. So I hope everyone enjoyed. I'm gonna leave you guys with some Cowabunga, my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Have fun. Bye. Oh, never mind. Question answered. Oh, you want to know about if we were going to stream later tonight? All right. Yeah, I've already put in like 3 streams tonight. We're gonna do that tomorrow. So if that's what you're looking for, yeah, I'm not doing another late night stream. I mean, it's already after midnight, and my wife's got to work tomorrow, so that sort of thing. But anyway, I had fun. Hope you had fun. We'll see you next time. Here's Cowabunga, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.